today on Princess Anu-TV, and in today's edition we are going to be talking about 5 cheapest flight schools in South Africa. And I said I'm going to be doing a lot of research for you guys during this period, and I asked one of my colleagues that is currently in South Africa schooling. Is a student pilot. I'm going to say he's a student pilot. His name is Mubarak. And so I confirmed from him if he could give us a list of the cheapest flight schools in South Africa, and he was so kind enough to do that. Thank you so much, Mubarak, for that. And so I'm going to be sharing with you guys the list and the costing for these schools. I'm going to give you the approximate costing in Naira. So in case you're not watching me from Nigeria, so you just do the conversion, because you know that most of the time exchange rates are different and all that. But in case this is your first time seeing me, I'm so sorry I've not introduced myself. Anyways, my name is Princess Anu, and I am a student pilot, a commercial pilot license holder. I'm currently in Nigeria, and I live in 3 places. I live in Zaria because I school there, of course. I live in Port Harcourt, and I also live in Ibadan. So anyways guys, stay tuned. I'm going to be right back. Firstly guys, before I go on and on, I'm going to pretend that this post or this video is not a sponsored video. None of these flight schools paid me, but I just thought of giving you guys information about the cheapest flight schools you can also attend, because costing and thinking of going to a flight school, especially when it's so expensive, is something that discourages a lot of persons. So as I'm going to be listing this, these things are not sponsored. I asked a colleague and he was nice enough to give me this information, so I hope they help you in your flying career. So welcome back guys, and if you're new to this channel, this is Princess Anu-TV, and we talk about aviation, motivation and adventure. And if you've not subscribed, I would advise, just do me that favor. Subscription is free. It's free. You don't have to spend anything. Subscription is free. Support the channel. Subscribe. Okay, let's move over without wasting a lot of time. After I finish listing the schools, I'm going to be telling you also the things you need to get in order for you to get your visa, the things you're going to be taking to the visa office, because he was also kind enough to list those things. So I'm going to be listing them for you, some things that you will need to take your visa and some things you need to also know about the schools. So let's begin. Number 1, Madiba Bay School of Flight. Madiba Bay School of Flight, the exact school that Mubarak went to, because when I was now searching for it online, I was seeing these pictures. If I look at this picture and everything, anyways, let's get a little bit more serious. Madiba Bay Flight School, the approximate cost for flight training there, you're just going to be spending like 10.5 million. Only 10.5 million. You can see that it's not even as cheap as Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, because Nigerian College of Aviation Technology is also less than that amount. But I'm telling you some other flight schools for a lot of persons that don't want to come to Nigeria, or maybe they feel Nigeria is this or that for them, and maybe they're trying to explore other countries. You can consider South Africa, because it's a little bit close. 10.5 million and maybe what Nigeria is charging, probably the difference is maybe 2 point something million, just around there. But anyways, you can consider Madiba Bay School of Flight. Okay guys, number 2, Algoa Flight Club. It's also a flight training center. It's also a flight school that trains persons, and it's located in Port Elizabeth Airport. Even Madiba Bay Flight School too is also located in Port Elizabeth Airport. And so you can check this up. For Algoa Flight Club, the approximate cost is 11 million. Just 11 million. So if you're also considering, okay, which of them should I pick, you can also consider this. Just do a little bit checkups online, and also I will ask for his Instagram handle and give you guys, so that if you guys need more or maybe we're going to be bringing him on the channel, I really don't know for now, but I can give you guys his Instagram handle so that you can do much more inquiries from him. But the good thing is that registrations are not that difficult. I'm going to be talking about registrations later on. Let's move over guys. Central Flight Academy. That's the 3rd one I have for you guys, and the costing is 11.5 million approximate cost. When I say approximate cost, you know that sometimes exchange rates can differ, so that's the approximate cost. And the location of this one is in Germiston, Johannesburg in South Africa. That is where it is located. Now, number 4, I'm just going to be listing only 5. Number 4, Johannesburg School of Flying. This Johannesburg School of Flying also is around 11.5 million. So you can see almost all of them, they are like around the same range. So it's just for you to pick which preferences and which area you want to stay. This one too is also in Germiston, Johannesburg in South Africa too. So just pick out of all of them, in case you don't want to waste so much time and all that. Just pick any, like out of any of them. Central Flight Academy, it was 11.5 million. Johannesburg School of Flying 2 is 11.5 million. So it just depends on your preference, what you want. And guys, lastly, number 5 is Erenna Academia. I actually like the way the school looks. When I went to research for them online, I actually like the way it looks. But Erenna Academy also is cheap, because you can do your flight training for 11 million. It's still within range, 11 million. And that one also is located in Johannesburg, in South Africa. So out of these 5 schools that I've mentioned, if you want to do registration, I have a contact of somebody like this guy I'm telling you about. You can contact him for you to find out more and also do your registration. Some other things, guys, I would like you to note is that after you pay the registration fee, based on what he told me, after you pay the registration fee, then you're going to get your admission letter. So when you pay the registration fee and you're giving your admission letter, they are also going to be giving you 1 year health insurance. Any of these schools I just listed, they're going to be giving you 1 year health insurance. And also there are some documents that they will send to you that you will take to the embassy to be able to process your visa. So your visa is not going to have a lot of issues, except maybe you have a personal issue with the government. I don't think your visa is going to have any of these issues. The school is going to send you some documents, and those documents you're going to take it to the visa office. And when you get to the visa office, the visa office or the embassy is going to use all these documents they've given you from the school and process your visa. Another thing also you should note is that you can do your flight training on your own pace. It's not something like the way we do in Nigeria, that everybody is grouped into a class, like SP31, SP32, SP34, SP38, like that. No, we are not grouped into a class. When you go to South Africa, you are not grouped into a class. The thing is, you do your flight training anytime you want. Anytime you want to fly, you pick the time you want to fly, you pick the time you want to do your training, you do your training on your own pace. And don't also forget, this school fees that I mentioned here as in subject to exchange rates, number 1, and also to your own performance. If you're a kind of person that you are slow in grabbing, you will have to do exercises over and over again, and the standard fee might not be your own standard fee. I don't know if you're getting me, because here in Nigeria, I'm going to say we are lucky enough for the fact that whether you do an exercise 2-3 times and you don't get it, you still go back to do it again and nobody's going to charge you. Only God knows when that policy is going to change, but at least for now, that policy has not changed. But now, outside Nigeria, things are not done this way. So there are some things you should put into consideration when picking the kind of flight school you want to attend. South Africa is a good place. Their flight schools too are good. They have a lot of other flight schools, very expensive ones and less expensive ones. But these ones I've mentioned are less expensive, so you have to just take grab of it. Another thing that you should note is that you can also pay in installments. You don't have to pay everything at once. Like it's not a bulk payment thing. It's not a bulk payment. You can pay everything depending on your own time. Like you pay a little, then later you pay a little, then later you pay a little. You can just be paying like that till you finish your flight school. So that's all I have for you for now. If you enjoyed this video, do well to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you've not subscribed, share this video with your friends, family members, lovers of aviation most especially, so that they can at least have a one step forward towards their moving forward in their career. So till I meet you in the next video, more researches that will take you forward. I'm going to be posting them throughout this week, next week, like that as we go. So do well to keep your notification bells on, so that whenever I post any new content, you're going to see. Till I meet you in my next video. Bye guys, thank you.